I'm fired up, you fired up! I'm fired up, you fired up! I'm fired up, you fired up! I can't hear you! I'm fired up, you fired up! I'm fired up, you fired up! I'm fired up, you fired up! I can't hear you! I'm fired up, you fired up! I'm fired up, you fired up!
91.
I'm Rob Dukes.
I'm DMC in a place to be, and you're watching
Z191TV.
So, okay, we are here at Bethlehem Musikfest with members of Fragile Mortals, and we have with us. Want to introduce yourself?
What happened? None. Oh.
Listen, a quick introduction.
I'm DMC.
And
Who are you? Well, I'm Kevin, but I'm not quite as important as some of the other people on this couch.
Okay, I'm Rob Dukes.
Rob Dukes.
Yeah, so Fragile Mortals, also Generation Kill, before that Exodus, before that, and then I do seem to remember hearing about you quite a bit, probably from when I was growing up, even.
Yes.
That much,
People
yes.
tell me that all the time.
Yes, exactly. So very.
I'm
You
sorry.
didn't grow up to me, you grew up with me.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Who are you again? And where are you from?
I'm Daryl.
This is Daryl from.
He's just Daryl. That's all
Just
he is.
Daryl Mack. Or
Daryl.
they're like down south, they call me that Daryl Mack.
And you used to be with what group again? I'm sorry, I
Run
forget.
DMC.
And right now, so we have people with some pretty different musical backgrounds. So
Right.
it seemed right now joining forces for this Fragile Mortals.
Yeah.
Just put out your first single
Yeah.
on
Fired
YouTube.
Up.
Fired Up. So I mean, for pretty accurate terminology, getting fired up. So
Yeah.
is this? You've done a lot of live shows with this so far, right?
No, this is like our second show together. No.
Second show, we did like a couple songs.
Well, we did.
Okay.
So really, it's
Right,
our
we
second
did.
show.
Really?
Okay.
Because we did Detroit.
Long
next,
Island.
no,
Oh, no, no,
Chicago.
Chicago.
The first
But
show.
we only did like 4 songs.
Right.
And
But
then
this
we did,
is-
Long
so
Island
this-
wasn't really the first
this
time
is
we
the
played all of
second
it.
show then.
Yeah, this is the second show.
Second show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without any rehearsal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is-
Yeah.
But you did some recordings with Bumblefoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he produced it, played some guitar on a lot of the songs, and they produced it. And
Because
Yeah.
what had happened was, I was working on a record, and then I met Rob Dukes, and I was like, oh my God, we got to do a record together. And he was like, I'm going to hold you to that. And then he wanted to give me his new group's album, Generation Kill's new album, but we got split up. We met at Rock on the Range, the big concert.
it's my last Exodus show. It was the
Right,
last
it was
time I
his
sang.
very last show.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll see you in a minute, but we got split up. But fortunately, the next morning, we both was leaving on the first flight out.
Yeah.
So he gave me the CD. I heard the CD, and I was like, oh man, you guys are great. I want you to produce a record for my album that I'm working on. I'm working on an album called Dynamic Musical Collaborations, DMC. And I got Rob Dukes on there. I got Travis Barker on there. I got Joan Jett on there. Rome from Sublime. Mick Mars from Motley Crue, just
Jim
to name a
Armstrong.
few. Jim Armstrong from Rancid, he's on there. So what had happened was Rob came along with his band and produced a song for my record. It was like, yo, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
And then we kept going, and we wound up with 10 records that was like, yo, this could be an album. And that's how this really came together.
Yeah.
Where we're at.
It came by, just, hey, let's try this. It sounded good, kept on doing it.
Yeah, it was like, yo, let's make another one. Let's make another one.
He's like, hey, we just gotta write some more songs. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, let's keep
We're
writing,
gonna write
let's
some
keep
more
writing
songs. So
songs.
we're just gonna keep rolling with it until we don't like each other anymore.
And we wanted, we wanted to do something new. We did. Actually, G Kill is playing on. He's actually on 2 records on the album. Well, Fired Up is out now. He's gonna put Fired Up out, but they also playing on they're playing on it's me, Rob Dukes, G Kill's the band, and we have Billy Joe from Green Day with DJ Hurricane from the Beastie Boys. We did a tribute to Freddie Mercury. Oh, Queen!
Oh, wow, look, Queen.
It was just so crazy that we did we did Lot Less at first.
Yeah, no, this is the first
And
song
then we
wrote.
said we got to do a record that's like fun, that's like tricky on steroids, and then we did Fired Up. And then we listened to those two and we was like, yo, let's just keep going. We did 8 more records. About a second song is when Bumblefoot came in to produce.
Right.
And,
Yeah, we were 3 songs in when we met.
Right.
We were bumbling because we were doing it ourselves. We were just having fun doing it, and then, but then we changed the game. Like we were doing songs, and then we did some. We started doing a really intricate style of music rather than just straight up rock. We started going, oh, let's write about this and we'll write about that. And okay, and then the music just got really deep and dark, and the project kind of just went on its own path. And I've heard people say it's like, I've never heard anything like it before. It's kind of unique, and I'm like, all right, cool, man. You know.
Yeah, I was just doing interviews last week on. I had to go back up to Sirius for my book, and everyone was like, I heard the records, man, and it's like some new stuff, like something new. But we don't want to label it. It's just music.
How does
Ginger Baker said, it's just music. Yeah. It's just fucking music. They don't put it in a category. Yeah.
How does
That's what he said in the documentary. So I mean, it's just music.
Fired Up sounds a little bit more straightforward. It's a sort of rap metal combination.
How does it compare with Body Count, like their kind of style? Is it,
but it's not as profane, or it's not as
it's more uplifting. It's more kind of like
it's dark, but it's not violent. It's not sad though. Even though like the Suicide record is about. Like most suicide records is don't do it, Charlie, this and that and that. We didn't want to make that. No, we wanted to say this is how you feel when you're suicidal. Yeah. And people can tune into that because we're kind of like the first guys that are admitting we feel like that. Because when you feel a certain way, the first thing people tell you is, you shouldn't feel that way because. But if you acknowledge a feeling, then you can discover how to defeat it. Yeah. That's right. So we're just doing this record. This is how you feel when you're suicidal. This is what the record is about. Yeah. This and that feeling is relatable across. Because it's like when Nancy Reagan said, don't do drugs. You can't just tell them why I don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to go, why do you do drugs? Because I'm feeling like this, I want this, I want to contact God or whatever. So we called the album The Dark Project because we're by us talking about dark things is bringing light to it. Yeah. If I had to describe it like that.
Right on.
It was cool, man. It was kind of like, searching your soul. We wrote a couple songs that were kind of autobiographical that we wrote about ourselves, and it was kind of cool to do that. It made us closer friends because we were like, I didn't know you felt that way. I do too. So it's kind of.
I was sober for 12 years when we met.
Yeah. I have 23 years sober, so it was
depressing, so trying to figure out life. All that.
Yeah.
And Fired Up is more of an anthem, even though Fired Up actually started as a sports anthem, rip-off. But you can apply, Fired Up is broader than just, because in it I talk about the NBA, I talk about the NHL, winning the trophy, hit a home run. But Fired Up is actually a metaphor for life. Get fired up about life. I mean, and also go to war against, if it's 5 minutes, go to war against, if you're struggling with diabetes, if you're struggling with cancer, we got to fight together and be a team to, succeed and win the Super Bowl of life. And it was Rob's idea because he actually is a crazy bass player from a metal band, but he deals with Little League kids. Oh, okay. Which is kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Tonight he's going to be a wild, ugly man on stage playing the bass, but then on the weekend he's around Little League kids showing them the way. So Fired Up is kind of like a universal anthem for everybody.
Okay, great. And what's next in store for Fragile Mortals? I know you already had the first single out.
Figuring out when and how to put the album out. Yeah. That's like the key, because we want it, I mean, one of the things that we got to do, because it's easy to say, yo, Rob Dukes and DMC's in a band together, and what's that about? So the first thing we got to show more people what we do. And then we'll introduce the album, and then from there, the sky's the limit. Okay. We don't want to be called like,
rap metal crossover.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It's not that, dude. It's music, man. It's just a different. It's just a bunch. It's all styles of music mixed together. We all like rock. We like metal. We like hip hop. We like blues and rock. Yeah, it's just kind of mishmash of everything. Yeah, so it's cool. Right.
Mishmash.
Yeah. Mosh, mishmash. Yeah. Mishmash.
Yeah, that definitely sounds about right. Yeah.
I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I can't hear you. I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I can't hear you. I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I can't hear you. I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I'm fired up, you fired up. I can't hear you.
Yo, what's up? This is DMC and a Place to Be.
I'm Rob Dukes.
And you're watching whatever we supposed to be watching and we just forgot.
Z191TV.
Yo, what's up? This is DMC.
I'm Rob Dukes.
And you're watching Z100.
192.
Huh?
192?
We're keeping that outtake. Z191TV.
Z191TV. Yo, what's up? This is DMC.
I'm Rob Dukes.
And you're watching Z1...
It's motivational. It makes you think. People are not going to believe that something this real could exist in this effed up world today.
She really is deadly.
We talk about trailer park hookers.
She came to the world on a homicide.
We talk about substance abuse. Rob Dukes has been sober 20 years. I've been sober 10. So we deal with all the issues and elements and situations that have to do with all of you. Wait until you see us live.